Welcome back one more time. We are so happy to be here with you. You are tuned in to yet another episode of Mind Your Business with the Architect, where we make it our business to celebrate your business. As usual, we have a great show planned for you tonight. We have some people coming back to us on tonight because something happened where the sound didn't quite do right last time. So we had to bring them back because we didn't want to do them the wrong way. We wanted to showcase their business the best way that we could. So we have the incredible Chef Shelly and Dabs back on the show on tonight. The Mind Your Business with the Architect show is an offspring of the 3,000 now. It's a 3,000 member group called Jack's Entrepreneurs and Leaders. It is a program by the Blue Skies Foundation, and they aim to provide effective networking, workshops, seminars, and providing resources, tools, and exposure to each of its members. Their motto is, if serving is beneath you, then leading is beyond you. As usual, let's talk about some of our sponsors. The first sponsor is Blue Skies Foundation, home of authors and art, Survivors Unite, Jack's Entrepreneurs and Leaders, and Affirming Churches Sunday Dinner. Their motto is, there's always, and I do mean always, blue skies ahead. Next up, we have TK Overby Business Consulting. Shout out to Tiffany Overby. She is the founder and the chief operating officer of that company. Get your websites, graphics, and business coaching all in one spot. Building your brand, serving your business. Like I said, ask for Tiffany. The number is 904-712-9707. You can visit them online at tkoverbyconsulting.com. Next up, and I know you already see it, it's Cupcake Connections Bakery and Decor. Yes, you guessed it right. If you want the best desserts in a one-shop party stop, give them a call. The number is 904-874-5101. They have linen rental, they have decor, and they have centerpieces. Ask for the Cupcake Lady. Tell her that we sent you, and she will take great care of you. And up next, we have Majestic Event Center. This is an event center with options. You may add decor, DJ services, desserts, and more, even down to photography. They have wedding planning services, and this is a performance and event venue. Give them a call. The number is 904-299-5111. And that is all of our sponsors for the night. If you are just tuning in with us, you are tuned into another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect show, where we make it our business to celebrate your business. Let me just mention one more time who we have in the building with us. She's not about to come on just now because we got some stuff to talk about, but we have Chef Shelly and Dabs in the building one more time. I know the last time they were on, it might have been hard for you to hear, but we had the most fun ever. So I had to come back and do them justice and get them showcased and shined upon in the right way. So before we get to her, we have events that we have to talk about. First up is taking care of business, startup, branding, and expanding. That is taking care of business, startup, branding, and expanding. That is for any person who's in business, and you have you can be at the startup place in your journey, or you can be at the branding, or you can be at expanding, and anything in between. This is the workshop for you. It is going down tomorrow night. I'm so excited. Tomorrow night at the Majestic Event Complex. Doors are going to open up at 6:30. It's going to start promptly at 7. We've got food. We have the wonderful, the magnificent, and the brilliant Mr. Gregory Grant. He's a consultant of the SBDC, the Florida chapter. And if you know anything about him, he's not coming to play with any of us. This will be hands-on. We're asking that you bring your laptops, bring your computers, bring all your mobile devices, because we are going to be working right there on the spot. Just $25. There are only probably, I want to say, maybe 2 seats left. Literally 2 seats left right now. The tickets are $25. We will let you know how you can purchase your ticket if you want to be a part of it. It gets you the entry, it gets you food, and it gets you all this awesome learning fun. Next up, we have the One Stop Pop Up Shop that is going down on Saturday. Shout out to my friends over at Run Bridge, Miss Autumn and Mr. Luke. They are doing very, very big things. But this one stop pop up shop is going down at the Regency Mall out of what used to be Champs. We have a space big enough for 32 vendors. We're going to have DJs, food vendors. We giving away a raffle giveaway every 30 minutes. And then there is a grand prize of $150 that we will be giving away as well. That is going down this Saturday. If you would like to be a vendor, get with me or tag the page. We'll get you the information. If there's any more spots left, I'm not 100% sure. But again, that's going down this Saturday from 1 to 5 o'clock. Be in the place because that's where I will be. The Mind Your Business segment and team will be on location interviewing all of those entrepreneurs. So stay live to this page and turn your notifications on so that if you're not able to make it, you can watch via Facebook. And we have Authors in Art. Authors in Art is going down February the 9th. Authors in Art, because of COVID, had to take a hiatus. But the beautiful thing is it will have been one complete year that we have not been able to do that. So we're coming back with the vengeance. This is going to be the Dancers Edition Part 2 because last time we did it was super phenomenal that we had to come back hard after this 1 year of vacation. And we could not do it in any other way but with the Dancers Edition. And we're calling it Part 2. So again, that's February the 9th. The second Tuesday of February, doors are going to open up at 6:30. It's going to start promptly at 7. It's only $10 to get in. Bring an additional $10 if you want to eat. It's going to be held at the Hilltop, 2030 Wells Road. Our friends over there has been doing business and partnering with us for so long, and we thank them for opening up their doors, but they have some amazing food. So you want to be in the building for that. All right, so now that all that's out of the way, if you're just now tuning in, you have caught yet another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show, where we make it our business to celebrate your business. And we finally get to the point of why we are here. We are back at the Sweet Spot and Urban Lounge with the one and only Chef Shelli and the amazing Dabs, her husband. We are back here because we had such an amazing time last time and we wanted to give them another time to really showcase what they have. So at this time, if you're watching, put your hands together. I felt like I was in a okay. Put your hands together for the one, the only Chef Shelli and Dab. So at some point, I'm gonna say this show was recorded in front of a live studio audience so that you actually hear them clap. So thank you guys for being on yet again. We appreciate you for saying yes to the call yet again.
Absolutely. It was fun.
So the last time we were on, we were not able to be heard. And even if you're watching now by Facebook or anything, please do comment. We want to talk back to you and respond to you. If you have any questions, please do let us know. But last time they were letting us know that it was very hard to hear and I could not go out with not coming back to do you how etiquette and all that stuff says to do. So we are back here with them.
And I'm pretty loud and I talk a lot. So
so it wasn't you. It was us. It was us. You got to be real and just call it what it is sometimes. So now that you're here, let's talk about some of the same things we talked about last time. I know you got some bigger and better exciting news than the last time that we were with each other, which I'm so excited about. Before we get there, you can throw it in however and whenever. It's totally fine. So let's talk about you. Tell the people who Chef Shelli is.
Me?
Just you.
Okay, it's me. That's it. It's just me. I grew up in Los Angeles. Well, I was born in Detroit.
Detroit?
Yep. D-town. And was raised in Los Angeles. moved to Washington State, met this young man here.
Uh-huh.
We got married, and he moved me to Florida. Yeah, this handsome young man right
You
here.
forgot to say
And
handsome.
there's so many adjectives. And and then moved here to Jacksonville, and I had started my baking career back in Los Angeles,
Okay.
and worked at a 5-star restaurant as pastry chef. And when I moved to Florida, just kind of kept it going. And he's also a mobile DJ, and we decided we would combine forces and create a dessert lounge kind of bakery experience destination for people to enjoy.
Experience destination for people. Is that on paper somewhere, or you just kind of thought that up right here, right now?
Oh no, somebody had said that here I thought I was going to open a bakery, and God has set me out to be a fancy pastry shop. So then people have been coming in, and they've kind of been adding to it, and it's become a destination and an experience, and all these other words that are coming out.
Well, I can definitely agree with the experience part. Every time you come in here, and at some point we're going to have it so we can show you everybody's space and where they work. But this is awesome. They have product all over the place. It's nice. It's cozy. You feel good. You want to eat something. The smell is just, I want to eat something right now, and I'm trying to contain myself. Whenever you want to do that, by all means.
Hey, that's up to you. That means we get to talk, and then he has to eat, so that's okay.
And that is okay. That is absolutely okay. So, Dabs, if you can, tell us a little bit about you, because I know we neglected to do that last time, so I'm trying to make it a conscious effort.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm DJ Dabs.
DJ Dabs.
DJ Dabs, owner of Dabs Productions and CEO of Dare to Hire Different. Dare to Hire Different is a nonprofit that helps people with different abilities find employment, education, or we're working on helping them start their own business if they like to. So it's a big round of stuff that we're involving in there.
So you guys both not only do the Sweet Spot and Urban Lounge, you still both kind of do your own thing on the side and do things collectively.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good God have mercy. I remember I asked you last time. I'm going to ask you this time too, now that they can actually hear us. Yeah, how is it that you can live with each other, work with each other, then work with each other, and then turn back around and go live with each other?
Turn around and say, oh, it's so nice.
Right. It's a little work. Matter of fact, just today she said I actually had to end up going back to work and teaching. I'm a special ed teacher as well. So I actually ended up going back to work, and she said, and I got this message today saying school was going to be closed tomorrow. She said, oh, I'm so glad you're here. They're going to be here tomorrow, but I'm glad when you're not here. So it's one of those, love-hate or guess relationships.
What would you do?
Well, yeah, it was a thing of, all the time, no. Once in a while, okay. So it's just one of those things when I have new recipes to try out, yes. When you tell me that you don't like them, go back to work. It works like that.
So I can tell that a big component just listening to you now has got to be laughter. It's got to be light. Because there's so many times I would imagine where it's heavy in taxes time and we going over the books and we trying to see the profit. And just that alone, I'm cringing. And I'm not even in the conversation. Right. So it would have to be laughter and jokes. And let's make light as much as we can. Throughout the process, the everyday process. So shout out to you guys for being able to do that, because I do not think that I could do that. Only with the help of the one and only God would I be able to do that. Right. So tell us where the name Sweet Spots and Urban Lounge came from.
Well, with my love of baking, and he likes to play jazz and urban music, and I just imagine that everybody would say, oh, that's really sweet. And so then it came out the Sweet Spot, and then we added the Urban Lounge onto it. So, it kind of works. And then when we do little pop-ups and stuff, because we do have a variety of over 150 jams and jellies that we've made in the 6 years, then people go, oh, jams and jamming. I get it. So,
Okay.
we're a little bit of everything.
So is jams gonna come somewhere in the name? I'm just playing. Sweet Spot and Urban Lounge Jam.
There you go.
Just throw it in there anyway.
Yes. I have
But
more.
Our tagline is sweet treats and sweet music. So.
Sweet treats and sweet music. There you go. There you go.
I've morphed from Chef Shelli. I was Jam Master Shelli for a while.
I saw that.
So it's it all kinds of back and forth and back and forth.
That's what's up. I do want to talk about a little bit. I had the pleasure of being in class with you both. In class with Dr. B.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dr. B. We absolutely love her for all that she does. But we were in class at the Beaver Street Enterprise, and I remember when you guys were like, keep your fingers crossed, everybody say a prayer, we might be getting a building, and then that didn't work. And then you're like, okay, well now we might be getting, okay, no, for real though, we might be getting the building this time. So I have been able to kind of see a little bit of the journey, which I'm so proud. Tell us a little bit about that journey for the person out there who may be watching or may catch it later that's saying, I've looked at 3 buildings and it isn't working out. I've looked at 3 different whatevers and it didn't work out, and they might be at their last leg. They might be thinking, because I'm sure as business owners, as any one of us ever does, as we're on this journey, we're like, am I doing what it's supposed to work out if it's what God wants, right? That's what we say. So what would you say to that person?
Well, my thing is that I look at it as, okay, this wasn't the right time. This wasn't the right time. There's another building. There's something else you're supposed to do to be able to get to where you want to be. So we started off doing pop-ups and being at the farmers market and doing pop-ups. And to be honest with you, I'm not young. I may look young, but I'm not.
I thought you were 21. I did.
Okay, well, thank you.
That's the Detroit love. Okay, that's all I had to do. I should have came in with that. I should have started with that.
So, I told him, I said, I can't keep doing this hot weather, cold weather, hot weather, cold weather. I was going to start, faking some arthritis or something. I'm sorry for people who have arthritis. But I'm like, I just setting up and breaking down, and it just got to be a little tedious. And, we did look at buildings, and we had plans and we had goals, and we even met a banker who likes to go to the buildings and see your vision and things like that. And we still have blueprints. We still have pictures of old buildings. And,
wow,
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but they're still empty. Okay. See,
look,
so
let me know. I'm looking for,
they're still empty. So, God hasn't shut that door 100% yet.
Amen.
And so, we took the opportunity for this space when it came, and it was something that we could handle. And I'm very happy. I don't know about you. I'm sure you're very happy too. We don't have a loan.
Woo!
So,
I'm happy, and I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I said, it's great because when you start your business, you want everything shiny and brand new and all this. You don't have to start shiny and brand new. I said, because some of us that aren't shiny and brand new work just as good, if not better, than the shiny and brand new.
The Bible says that do not despise small beginnings. That is indicating right there that not everything is going to start on top.
That's it.
If it wasn't going to be that way, that scripture will have no purpose in the Bible.
There you go.
And if you're out there, I know what you think in your mind of what it shall be, and don't ever deviate from it. Everything you do should be coming from what you see it to be at. But do not be discouraged if it doesn't start off that way. And honestly, it's about the journey. It really is not about the destination. Thank God when you get to the destination, but that journey is amazing. As humans, we are always looking for that next thing.
Yes.
So if you started where you wanted to be, in a matter of time, you'll be looking for more.
Right.
So it's about the journey.
That's it.
Start where you start. Enjoy where you are. Enjoy. Don't go too fast. So you can see where the bumps, like you can see and acknowledge where you are and enjoy the journey. So I'm happy for you all for being able to finally have a spot. And
we looked back at some of our old pictures of what our booth looked like at the farmers market. And, we're just like, 4 or 5 things, one flavor of jelly. Now I can say 6 years later, I've made 150 flavors of jelly. And that's not counting pickles. Is that? Oh, see,
that's amazing. That's amazing. So look, we didn't even talk about this last time. So the very first time, I'm not sure if you were there, but I know for a fact you were there. We were at a church. In the back of the church, they were doing outside something. It was vended. Yes, chocolate performs. Soju performed. It was at Berea. What's the first name? Her first. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
You said if she watches, she like. And I know her. I know her well. Like she's gonna kick me in the shin when she sees this. But that's where I first met you at, and I was like, okay, I see him. I see that. At that time, I don't know if you had 130, but you had a decent amount of jellies at that time, and I'm like, okay. And you didn't hear about jams and jellies and pickle this and pickle that. To me, not a lot, not in the small business arena. And I never forgot that that's where we didn't even know each other. And I didn't know that we would come to know each other better even at that time. But that was a great experience, just being able to meet you even in that spot. So I know.
Okay.
So I want to get into the next question, but this food is smelling good. And I feel like I hear it calling my name. Y'all don't hear that? Just me. I hear it. I don't know which one it is, but I hear something saying, eat me. Y'all don't hear that?
I can say it.
Okay. So,
it always says it does.
What do we have? I don't even know. What should I?
Well, what's really great is that when growing up in Los Angeles and in California in general, and from now what I'm understanding it's happening all over the country, is, they have earthquakes. And there is no season for an earthquake. It just happens when it happens. So you always have to be prepared.
Okay.
When we started this business, we partnered with a food bank that would get an overabundance of items donated to them, and they had no storage. So then I would get them, and then I would create products out of them.
Wow.
So sometimes people will come up and they will purchase things like what we have here is our pickled green tomatoes. Now, people who garden right this time of year, people are like, my tomatoes are green, at the end of the summer, and they're picking all their green tomatoes, and they don't know what to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you pickle your green tomatoes, and then what you can do besides just eat them, put them on a salad, top them on fish, you could pulse them in your blender, and you can make a salsa.
Yes.
So we have a salsa here for you. So this is just onions and tomatoes and peppers. There's some mustard seeds. All I did was put this in the blender, hit the pulse button a couple of times, and now you have salsa. So when people show up at your house, and you don't know they're coming, unannounced.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already have this in the cabinet, you have salsa. Now,
good to go.
Don't tell too many people because they'll keep showing up at your house unannounced.
Because I'm coming over tomorrow.
There you go. Okay,
I'll be here tomorrow.
We got way other stuff at our house, but
So you said this is salsa,
it's a salsa,
which, by the way, Mexican like nachos is like one of my favorite foods.
And it's a little sweet. It's got a little sugar in it. And the one thing that I find about, I do a lot of canning when I get an overabundance. In fact, today we just made more pickled carrots. We did pickled cherry tomatoes, and we did pickled snap peas. So we had overabundance, and and there we go. See, and it's something different.
So I should have waited because I stopped listening to you.
That happens. So now we'll just turn and we'll just have a conversation. So this is, it's something that's different. It's not your regular red tomato base. It's not cooked. It's just fresh vegetables, and it's just pulse.
So this is this.
Yes.
Caught up.
Yep.
This is good.
That's it.
I mean, this is good. I'm not just saying this. This is good.
See, you guys missed the last time.
I think this might be the favorite thing I've ever.
Pickled Brussels sprout, and he was like, loving that and everything. Look, he's all crunching in the microphone.
Right, I had to move the microphone. That is good.
But yeah, so we just that was something we do. So we had talked the other day, and I did a Zoom meeting with the Jacksonville Garden Club.
Yes.
And we had such a good time talking about canning that they want me back. And they have a kitchen and they want me to teach class.
Yes. Yes.
And so,
yes.
I'm like thinking, okay, so it's grow it,
Uh-huh.
preserve it, cook it.
Grow it. That needs to be written down somewhere. That might, you know how you say set it and forget it? Wait, say it again. What is
grow it, preserve it, and cook it.
If somebody don't write that down, somebody will be on TV with your idea. I'm telling you. Grow it, preserve it, and cook it.
That's it.
This is good.
One of my sales secrets is I'm a big sales guy, so
okay.
When she first made these, I was like, "Oh my goodness, those look so good!" I'm like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna try some." Well, I hadn't tried them, but I probably had sold over 40 jars, saying that I hadn't eaten. So one of my little sons, "Oh, you want to have something?" People come into our booth. You want to have something that take. You gotta try.
Wow.
And I used to sell them all the time, but
he like she made it, and I know it's good, even if I ain't taste. I know it's
show
good.
up and I'm like, "Where are the green tomatoes?" He's like, "Oh, I just sold them." And I'm sitting here like, I was like,
"All right, this is my last one. I'm gonna try to make this my last one."
So,
good gosh.
But then what we've also done is, here at the Sweet Spot, you can come and get soup that's already made. Mm-hmm. So we serve lunches. We had lunches. Then we had to stop because of COVID. Nobody was coming in. We're going to bring back the lunches. But what we did was the soup that doesn't sell, then I can it. So then that way it doesn't go to waste. I'm not a big proponent of waste. I don't like waste. If we have vegetables that aren't, actually usable, we do compost in our own yard. Right now we have a banana tree that decided at the end of the season it should sprout a flower. So we're hoping we get bananas, and they're going to be growing in the front of the yard.
Banana flour.
Yeah, there you go. You could, that's a really great fish substitute. You could make fish sandwiches for vegan people out of banana flour.
Really?
That's a whole nother thing. So anyway, so what we have here is some mushroom soup. So I canned the mushroom soup. Now, this has dairy in it, but when it's canned, it doesn't have dairy in it. And what you do is heat it up and then add the milk or cream of your choice. So you can add almond milk, cashew milk. Okay. You can add, regular milk, whipping cream if you want to make it really rich, and things like that, and heat it up, and it goes really good with rolls. Okay, these are homemade.
Look, by the time I leave out of this interview alone, I'm gonna be 5 pounds heavier.
Minding your business with Michelle and DJ Babs.
Yes. That's exactly what it's about to be in 2 more seconds.
Because we have some quilts over here in our little sewing section.
Good Lord.
And we just cover you up. It'll be good.
So I'm going to go ahead and taste the soup, and then we're going to get back to the interview.
Okay. But I made the rolls with actually a purpose besides you eating them. Is that, it's to get other, partnerships. To partner, this would be a Dr. V thing. Partnerships are important. So if you are a bakery and you don't bake bread, come and get my bread, put it in your bakery. My product ends up on your side of town with some of your clients. There are things that I don't make. Put your product in my bakery, and then your customers who are on this side of town come in here and get it. There are plenty of things out there that I don't do. I could do. I don't want to do everything. And so, I've seen things like, I'll put it out there right now. I have seen some beautiful caramel apples. I love me a caramel apple. I'm not going to make me a caramel apple, but I will eat somebody else's caramel apple. So I'm sure there's people on this side of town, I'm in Springfield, who would love a caramel apple. So if you make beautiful caramel apples, send me some pictures and we'll get your caramel apples in my store. We have shelf space to put product.
That's good. That's actually a really, really, really good point. And this was so good, by the way.
Thank you.
I love mushroom. This is mushroom soup.
Yes.
Can this, and I'm gonna take it. Look.
And it's vegan, so it's vegetable broth.
And it's vegan.
I try to make everything with vegetable broth.
I'm losing weight as I'm eating. I feel like.
Yeah, okay.
No, they at work.
It was vegan before I put in the cream. Okay, so it's vegan in the jar. And then you add whatever cream you want. The almond milk was just way back in the back.
But it's so good.
Coconut milk. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes off, I'm going to finish this. I'm not even playing.
Save room for dessert because you got cheesecake up there with some peach amaretto jam.
Okay, look.
Okay.
If you're watching, she got food for days. I mean, literally food for days. I have a friend, and I was telling you about her the other day. She has taken like your jelly. Remember when you guys came? Well, when you came to the back to school giveaway, she came in just to support, and she said, "Okay, let me buy a jelly," and she bought. I want to say it was like one of the hotter ones, just so that she could support, not knowing that it was about to change her life.
Right.
So, I'm serious. Like when I tell you, she is like she goes hard about your jam. She seasons it. Her food. I mean, she seasons her food with that. So please expect her to walk through the door. Like she's probably going to spend like $100 and try to like she coats her chicken and just everything that she cooks, and it blew her away. She couldn't believe it. So yeah, so she's coming.
Post something. She was trying to get us to come to Melanin Market.
Yeah,
she just posted, "You gotta be here."
The one stop pop up shop.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that she was. That's why I called you the other day.
Right.
Because she was like, they got to come. They have to come. They've got to come. But you guys are busy. But that's a good thing. That's what you wanted. So, how does your employment work? Are you looking for people? Are you how do you handle that aspect of it? Look, Dab said I can't go ahead and get that back.
I mean, she looking for employment. Yeah.
Really?
I'm always looking for employment. I'm tired, but because I'm that young. No, we actually we were blessed when we first opened in February. We had an intern from FSCJ. FSCJ has a culinary program, but they don't have a pastry and baking program. They do have a class called internship, which is 300 hours. So if anyone is attending FSCJ's culinary program, is thinking about becoming a baker, then you can come here and do your 300 hours. I was able to fill out all her paperwork, so they know about me. And it was great because it was a learning experience for both of us.
Right.
On which is great for, if you've never had employees or had to tell anybody what to do, you have to make sure to be very specific and watch them. Right. And, we learned about recipes and watching recipes because we made a brick. And, so we had to troubleshoot so we don't make bricks again, but this is something we both did. Yeah, we just took a recipe. I had some ingredients. I said, let's do this. We did it. And I said, something's not right. And then we Googled this same recipe and found out it was a misprint in the cookbook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
it wasn't your fault.
No, it was the cookbook.
But you said, I know what I'm doing. This book
like,
got to be wrong. Look, they don't call me Chef Shelli for nothing.
Yeah, I'm just like, I said, but we tried to make things out of different, ingredients, and I was just like, well, here's something, we can't pronounce it. I did have somebody one time, quick story, call me up to see if I could make something and I can't pronounce it. And they had been on my website and they thought I could make this. It was a Croatian bread. And I thought, okay, if you're on my website, do I look Croatian? Maybe.
Or maybe. I'm just trying to, yeah, okay. I was trying to.
So then I went through a book and I saw that same thing and now I've got to try to make it.
Okay.
Because it's a Christmas thing and I'm sure she's going to call me back.
So did you try it yet?
I haven't tried it yet.
Because I love y'all so much and I'm always here for you.
Right.
If you make it and you need somebody to taste it because I love you so much.
He's so sweet. I'm feeling it, right?
I got your back.
Okay, I'm getting the feels right here. Okay.
And it's Croatian bread.
Croatian, yeah.
So you only got like a month or so.
Portakiva or somebody called. I've made Polish donuts
you're watching,
at Mardi Gras time.
Hey.
That's one thing about being small. I have the ability to,
I got you.
Make something.
I got you.
And that's why I talked about the partnerships, because it's things like, yeah, if you have a sandwich shop or if you sell dinners and you're buying bread, which has a bunch of stuff in it you can't pronounce.
Right. Or don't need.
You might as well buy my flour, yeast, salt, and water and support me, and I'm supporting you. And you can bring me food because I can't leave here. Okay.
Yeah. I understand the food part. A lot. So look, even if you're watching, she's saying she's ready for partnership. She wants to partner. If you have product that you need to get in somebody's storefront, here is the time to do it. Here's the place to do it. If you are your own business owner and you've got something that she could use, she wants to partner and probably put some of your stuff in her spot as well. If you're watching, please get with her. Chef Shelly, can you tell everyone right now how they can find you, your phone number, social media, websites, all that kind of stuff?
I live here. Our address is our address is 157 East 8th Street. We're in Jacksonville, 32206 on the corner of 8th and Market, just 2 blocks this side of Main Street. I don't know what direction that is. I'm directionally challenged. Okay.
This side. Are they going to be like,
This
okay, I
side.
know that side.
East of Main Street. Oh, is it East? Okay, I guess so it is. So it's East of Main Street. Our email address is sweetspoturban@aol.com. And the phone number is not working right now. But
Okay.
anyway, it will be. So just send me an email. I'll get you. Give me your phone.
Call me. I
Call him.
look. I'm gonna make it work because I need some of this food. I need an excuse to come back anyway. So,
But you were talking about employees. So we currently we are looking for some more interns.
okay.
It's holiday season. It's coming up. We could trade, we could barter, whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm.
But we employ people with special needs mostly,
Yes.
and those individuals need to be vetted through an agency. And a lot of the agencies have stopped, so we are, currently in kind of a lull. We do have a young man that works with us on Sundays, so he's really good at cutting up my apples, and
Okay.
I just made hibiscus jam the other day, and he was taking apart my hibiscus flowers. I know everybody saw the picture and was thinking I was making sorrel. Okay, so let me tell you, we don't have an alcohol license, so we couldn't do that. But if I could have, we would have, and it would have been happening.
Coming in 2021. No, I'm just playing.
Coming in 2021. But the liquor store is across the street. But
BYOB. I'm done.
yeah, so we definitely we are also looking for another location, but
Good.
I'll keep that a little under wraps where we will be able to employ more, and that's our passion. We have a daughter with Asperger's, and she's employed here, Cookie Master Tea.
Shout out to Cookie
And,
Master T.
Yeah, she's not here today. Yes, she does. She makes cookies. If you need Christmas cookies at your shop,
Yes.
we can make cookies with your logo on it.
Yes.
We can do all kinds of things.
I've
She does
seen
all the-
them and I've tasted
We have
them.
Minshew mustache cookies. And see, this is why the Jaguars aren't winning, because nobody came and bought cookies. I'm just saying. You buy the cookies.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. We made cookies. She posted them. She's on Instagram, and nobody bought these cookies. So, it's not my fault. I'm just saying.
So we've got to take a short break so we can talk about these sponsors for a moment. When we come back, I do want to talk a little bit more about your nonprofit that you have that's dedicated to the special needs community. So before we get to that, I just want to go ahead and name our sponsors. Our sponsors are, of course, Blue Skies Foundation, home of authors and art, Survivors Unite, Jack's Entrepreneurs and Leaders, and Affirming Faith Interfaith Fellowship Sunday Supper. Their motto is "There's always blue skies ahead." Up next, we have TK Overby Business Consulting. Just holler at Tiffany Overby. Tell her that all three of us sent you. She'll know what it's about. Get your website graphics and business coaching all in one spot. They believe in building your brand, serving your business. The number is 904-712-9707. Or you can visit them online at www.tkoverbyconsulting.com. We always have the Cupcake Connections if you want the best desserts in a one-shop party stop. Then give them a call. Just ask for the Cupcake Lady. They have linen rental. They have decor, centerpieces. Just ask for the Cupcake Lady. The number is 904-874-5101. Again, that's Cupcake Connections, Bakery and Decor. Ask for the Cupcake Lady and tell her that we sent you. Last but not least, we have Majestic Event Complex. This is an event center with options. You may add decor, DJing services, desserts, and photography. They have wedding planning services, and they are a performance and event venue. The number is 904-299-5111. Please do let them know that we sent you. And again, the number is 904-299-5111. All righty. So now that we have talked about our sponsors, if you're just now joining us, you are definitely in tune with another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show. We are sitting here with the wonderful Miss Chef Shelli and Mr. Dabs, owners of the Sweet Spot and Urban Lounge. So before we went on to talk about our sponsors, we were going to come back and talk about Dare to Hire Different. This is Dabs' nonprofit. Can you tell us a little bit about that organization?
Yeah. Dare to Hire Different is a nonprofit that helps people with different abilities find employment, education, or create their own business or own product. It doesn't necessarily have to be a business. It could be a product that they can sell off. So to start, of course, again, we started in February. Just got my license and everything, my 5013, and got everything up and rolling.
Yeah.
We had Anthony on board already, so he went through the system and he came on to work at the Sweet Spot.
Good.
I had a couple more kids ready to go, but the whole COVID shut everything down. So
Gotcha.
right now we're hoping 2021 we can get things up and moving again, get some more kids in, get some people in training. To start everything off and to raise some funds, for
that part.
that part is very, very important. So we can bring people in, train them, be able to send them out to jobs. So again, if I do have a couple of students now that if you have, they're out of school now. So if you have a business or something and you're looking for somebody that these kids are excited, they're motivated, they like to go to work, give me a call. And actually we created some products. So I have some candles here. Have a couple different candles. This is our cotton candy, one of our most popular ones. And then you got.
I've got watermelon. I'm about to open it and smell it. Can I? Can I smell it?
Yeah, you can. Sure enough. Go ahead and check it out. So we got different candles, watermelon. You can't eat it.
Oh my God! I think I do need a spoon. I want to eat it. It smells good.
Yeah. So
this smells really good.
I got coffee over there. There's watermelon. I think that's blue.
How much are the candles?
The candles are 10 for this size. So I got another size of 15. But yeah, these are 10.
Okay.
And that's coffee there. And then Blue Ocean's another one.
And it smells just like what it is.
Yeah.
It smells just like coffee.
Actually getting ready to make some bacon candles and a beer candle. So
that bacon candle about to get you in trouble, brother.
Right.
You're going to have a husband wake up and think food is in the house. Who
cooking?
Oh, that's a candle, baby. You know what?
So, yeah. And then we do earrings. So I got these cool little earrings here we make for, anybody want to wear them.
Right.
Autism earrings. These are the puzzle earrings. So they go with the autism. Face mask. We started making face masks when COVID hit.
Cool.
We shut it down, so we started creating some face masks, and I got some, stars and stripe face masks, red, white, and blue. Just different stuff created, and hopefully, when we'll be able to bring some people in the training stuff, they'll be able to make and create these products. So
that's really good. These candles smell really good. I think I'm gonna buy one when we're done. So. You guys, I want to say it correctly.
Uh-huh.
So you guys work or you employ youth who are anywhere on the spectrum?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you talk about what the spectrum means to the person out there that doesn't? I'm one of those. Well, I used to be one of those people until you explained it to me.
Right.
What does that even mean?
Well, the spectrum is, and it's kind of hard because I really don't like the spectrum. I mean, not saying the spectrum because it's the people are all over the place. It's different.
Gotcha.
I mean, spectrum. That's the reason they call it the spectrum because people are from here, to here
in
their abilities,
right?
What they can do. Another big, and then there's of course other ones that are not like Down syndrome. A lot of those are finding a lot more work and employment than some of the kids that are on the spectrum.
Gotcha.
They're usually when you see a Down syndrome person because their facial expressions are a little different. But autism is hard to see.
Right. Right.
And depending on, and it's usually the action of, what the person does. So kind of determines where they are on the autism spectrum. And then there's other things that are kind of lumped in there that, I think should be separated as it used to be.
Got you.
Yeah.
So I think what you do is amazing because I would imagine that this community, it's easy to overlook them. It's easy to try to make decisions for them as opposed to what they want, as opposed to what interests them. So just taking that stance in that community to say, let me help you give you your voice.
Right.
Let me help you kind of make your own decisions. You tell me, did you want to work at this or does this occupation, suit you better?
Yeah.
Do you want to do this activity?
It's just like the rest of us.
Exactly.
They got to determine what, works for them
Right.
and works good. I was just doing some research today, and there's, I can't recall the actor's name now, which is an actor who used to play on a couple of shows who has Down syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, things is a little different than it was then. When he was born, the doctor told his parents, just throw him, in an institution. That's what they did.
Wow. Yeah.
And they said, no, that's not what we're going to do. They took him home and said, we're going to train, teach him, and just like any other kid. And then he ended up becoming an actor, and I can't remember.
And look at that.
He played on a couple of shows, very, very popular shows. So, and then you got kid just 2 days, last Saturday, Down syndrome, ran a Ironman triathlon.
Wow.
Never will see that happen.
Wow.
I mean, 26 miles and bike riding and
see, that's amazing.
And all kinds of
that's
miles.
Amazing.
Right. And it's it's amazing that the stuff they could do, and they are so focused and so determined.
Right. Like any other human.
Yeah, just like anybody else. If you get into that mode, I was looking at some of the different people that own, their own businesses. Of course, there's some people that work with, the parents that work with them, like when we first started doing our research, there's different bakeries. There was a kid that he started his own jam and jelly business called Sweet Heat. There's a girl who actually there's another kid that actually started his own popcorn business.
Wow.
In popcorn car, there's an older gentleman who's 50 now who just decided he wanted to start a hot dog business.
That's good.
So
that's good.
The possibilities are endless, just for them as well as,
right.
as we would say for ourselves.
Right. So the thing that I'm even as you're talking, the thing that with what you do, it almost forces the stigmas that we have, and sometimes don't even know that it's there because there's not been a situation to bring that out. It makes us aware of the things that we thought or the stigmas that, what I'm saying, that we abide by. So again, kudos to you for serving that community, because I know that they absolutely need it. And at some point down the line, I would love for Blue Skies to join you in something. It doesn't even matter what it is. I just want to, your cause is amazing.
We're supposed to I started an annual fashion show for us last year. We did it the first year. It went pretty decent. We had it planned for this year again.
Okay.
It's in April. That got shut down. So nothing can happen. So hopefully next April we can get it up and rolling again and have our second annual gala.
Well, let me know.
Yeah,
let me know. Let us know. Please let us know. So should I go to another question, or should we talk about this cheesecake?
Well, you can eat the cheesecake, and we can talk.
Go do that. I know. I'm just playing. I'm going to taste the cheesecake as I ask you, or as you answer the next question, if that's okay.
Go right ahead.
So I do, because this is important. You offer classes.
Yes.
I really want you to tell everybody the classes that you offer. Are they in person? Are they online? How much they cost? How can people get to those classes?
Okay, we were offering classes before COVID, and then COVID came, and we were doing Zoom classes, and then if you go on our Facebook page, The Sweet Spot in Urban Lounge, you'll see some of my little videos, my little lives. What I like is in-person classes. I like classes where people can ask questions.
Right.
Because I would hate for somebody, and we had somebody who came in today while I was gone and said they tried to do some canning and it didn't work. And I don't know what exactly she did, but if she were here she could actually see it going on
Right.
to actually know, because I would hate for somebody to get really ill trying to do some canning and it happened the wrong way. So the classes that we were having, they range from a lot of things. It just, I sometimes think that I'm on spectrum myself, but between canning and baking and cookie decorating, we were going to do quilting.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 900 degrees out here in Florida. Nobody wants to quilt. There's like 2 days when it gets cold enough for a quilt.
Right.
So we should start now, because you never know in Florida when those 2
As
days
soon as you
will come.
blink,
Yeah, you would turn around and go, "Oh, my quilt was half done. Now I'm half cold." So, we could do those kind of things. We were talking about doing yoga classes and things like that. So these are things that are going to roll out, and I have to say they're probably going to roll out in January. And if your business coach is Dr. Valicia Dunbar,
that's Dr. V. In case you don't know,
she's gonna get me because I just passed it on into January. But I just have to. So because as you mentioned earlier, tax time is coming.
it's
And
coming.
guess who got a paper bag full of receipts? So
if you are an accountant, apparently, no, I'm just saying.
an accountant who worked for food, I can make you cheesecake. So but no, we and I have to say, we were talking about working with people on spectrum. One day on a Saturday, like they probably can't hear, but it's raining outside, and
Right.
we'll sit here and it's raining and no one's coming in. We turned on karaoke and started singing karaoke. Okay, so it was like we have Anthony and we have our daughter, and they were singing a duet in here, and we were singing, and we were just having the great time. So if you were here and sitting and having coffee and a muffin or whatever, doing some work on your computer, you never know, you get swept up in karaoke and we're just out here having a good time, and that's the thing I love about this business and being an entrepreneur and having my own thing is I call the shots.
Yeah.
We're not sitting around here angry, we're not upset.
Yep.
We're making the most out of it and we're having a good time.
That's good. You have to. What else you gonna do?
Yeah. If people come in here, we're all crying. Nobody's doing that.
You can't come here with all that.
No,
You can't come here with
but
all
you can
that.
definitely, we welcome people to come in, and you could do your laptop if you need to listen to a Zoom meeting and you want some peace and quiet. We'll turn paternity court down, and then that way you can listen to your
Or just
Zoom
come
meeting.
with your headphones in,
Come with
and
your
everybody's
headphones.
happy.
My daughter loves the paternity court at 2:00 in case you need to find paternity court and nobody in your house wants to listen. She loves that. I'm trying to get her off of Judge Mathis. I'm sorry, Judge Mathis. But anyway, so we do have, we watch some other food channels, get some ideas. Sometimes we've seen stuff and I said, I have all that stuff. And we go back there and that's what we have for lunch. So you never know when you come in here. I might bring you a sample of something and say, could you try this for me and let me know?
See, that's why you come to the Sweet Spot in the Urban Lounge, because you just never know. That's why I didn't know.
Your family. Yeah, his totally, the first interview was totally different than this right here. My mother said, you gonna feed him? And I said, I know him.
I love
Yes, I'm
y'all.
gonna feed him.
Yes, Mama, I love you too. Because so this cheesecake though,
Yes.
it's so fluffy and rich and good. What is that, a jelly that you
This is our peach amaretto jam. So what you do is
jam.
during the summertime when it's peach season, you buy a case of peaches for $18. You can your peaches. So then here it is November, you can make peach cobbler. You don't have to go buy that canned peaches. I don't even know anymore
So where they do that at?
I don't even know what those taste like anymore. But you've got your own. I know what's in here. It's peaches. Okay.
So because she said, so that's the peach amaretto, right? She's got Long Island iced tea. She has sangria. What's some of the other ones?
Pinot Grigio.
Jams, y'all.
Naming off all the alcohol ones, aren't we?
Because we were talking about the fruit ones. I'm trying to get another demographic.
I know. See. And this is what we were also talking about, the 5-course dinner that's going to come up. That's coming up in December. Okay, because it was supposed to be tomorrow. Seems to be some kind of hurricane or tropical storm trying to dampen all my spirits. But let me tell you what's going to happen in December. It's going to be a 5-course dinner called Can You Can. It's called Can Dinner.
Can.
we're not gonna do the can. I might, but that's another thing, right? So DJ Dabs might play some can music, and then we'll
If
all
you
have
play
to
it,
do
you're
the
gonna do
can.
it. Because I want to see that. That's why I will come.
Okay, so see,
I've got to see that.
so the can dinner, it's a 5-course dinner, and every course will have something in it that was canned.
Oh wow!
So you'll start off with your salsa or charcuterie board with the jellies, and then you'll have a salad course. We have pickled cherry tomatoes. We put that in a blender, add the oil, make salad dressing. No ranch. We don't like ranch. What kind of dressing is? Anyway, so I can tell you all the ingredients. I can tell you all the ingredients in my stuff, and you can pronounce all the ingredients in the stuff. We don't have any preservatives.
Do you have a date?
Glugga, something. No, because it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I got changed to December.
You are so silly.
So then there's a soup course, which is a tomato and white bean soup, and that is canned. That is canned tomatoes and canned white beans, all canned by me. I know what's in it. I can tell you what's in it. All the ingredients, really simple. And then I'm going to show you. Prior to that, I'm going to take a turkey and show you that a turkey can be cooked in a pressure canner in 30 minutes.
Whoa!
So while you're having your appetizers and your salad and your soup, your main course is cooking. Or we might have pork tenderloin that's baked in apple juice covered with apple butter. And then the turkey will have the gravy with balsamic onion jam in the gravy, which is something that we also can.
So a whole...
And then dessert is,
5-course meal.
5-course meal.
When you get the date and solidify that, please let me know.
I might have to do more than one. I think.
Let me know. And it's the right season for it. You know what I'm saying? Even this can be, even as you were talking, this can be a project that a family does together. That everybody's here from the holiday that they never get to see. So right after we finish doing the gingerbread household, all those different things, this can become a part of that.
And
so
to
that's
think
amazing.
that you can give your family a 5-course dinner and everything was already done. I mean, you could can all this stuff during the summertime, and here comes Thanksgiving, and someone asks you to bring something. You got something. You could throw 2 cans, 1 can of tomatoes, 1 can of beans, and have a soup and say, I brought this soup.
I didn't come with nothing.
Yep. Blend you up some.
You said bring
and
something.
I brought salsa.
And I brought,
There you go.
And it's good. So now what?
And it's got stuff you can pronounce. I can't pronounce that stuff. So it must be expensive because I can't pronounce it.
Homohydrochloride? Yeah. You don't know what that is?
I know something that had corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. That is sugar on top of sugar.
Right.
And don't get me started with that pecan pie at the grocery store that says keep refrigerated, but it's sitting out in the store. Oh. And if you look at the expiration date, it's good till June of next year. Why are we eating this pie? I can't.
That's a good point. Well, you heard it from her out of her own mouth. That is the words of a true pastry chef. For real, for real. So I want to ask this question before we get to the next and last portion of the interview. What does the future look like for the Sweet Spot in Urban Lounge? I've never heard her say, I've never seen her launch the words.
We were looking at a lot of things. We want to help our staff to create their own businesses. Good. And we would like to see little Sweet Spot carts downstairs at the hospitals selling food that they, doesn't send you back upstairs. To put you downstairs at the bank buildings, you go to little events and stuff, if they bring the fair back, there's the little Sweet Spot. Right. Mrs. Fields started off, she was selling cookies. You see people lining up trying to eat a hot cookie. Right. Why not eat a Sweet Spot? Right. Because I can tell you everything that's in it.
And it's good. I ain't just saying it.
There you go.
Soon as this camera go off, gone. All of it. And I'm not playing. So this next part of the interview, we did you last time, didn't we? Yeah. I planned this. I never planned it, but I planned, like I said, I know what we doing this time. So the next part of the interview and the final part of the interview is a portion called Think Fast with the Architect. The the object of the game is to answer the questions without thinking about it, so that we can get your knee jerk reaction, to really get an inside scoop of who
Got
you
bad
are.
knees.
Nothing is embarrassing. At least I don't think so. We have had somebody in the past that I passed at that question, but it was a regular. Well, anyway.
I watch Family Feud.
So, are you ready for the game? Are you sure? Are you scared? All right. The first question is, what's a weird talent that you have that no one knows about?
Oh Lord, I can flip my tongue around.
Okay. Not gonna touch that one. All right. Name something that others love that you find to be overrated.
Oh, boiled peanuts.
Ooh.
Ew.
Is that might be an up
What is
north thing? Because
wrong
in
with
my
that?
head, they're not supposed. The tech, you ain't supposed to be able to chew them like that.
No,
Like,
peanuts should be crunchy. They shouldn't be
should.
mushy.
But I mean, I understand, I get it, but no.
Cooking him some peanuts for dinner.
And
now.
that might be, I don't know. Oh, like you shouldn't bite into a peanut and juice come out, like. And they do a crab boil. They got all flavors.
Oh,
anyway, okay, so
pigtails, they throw everything. Oh gosh.
okay.
No, I have to say it now. We figured that boiled peanuts because in the South you got so much sugar in your sweet tea, you ain't no teeth.
So the next time you see somebody eating boiled peanuts, I'm gonna say smile. I'm so done with y'all right now. Okay.
Ooh, I'm here all week. Okay.
What animated character do you or did you have a crush on?
Tasmanian devil.
What?
Yeah.
Why can I see that though? Okay. What's the worst lie you ever told your parents?
Uh-oh. I got hit in the neck with a football.
That was a
It
lie?
was a hickey.
Wow.
Mama, you heard it here first. I told you we on the same team here. You ain't never do that. What is the sexiest animal?
Ooh, I like tigers.
Okay. Weirdest nickname you've ever had?
Bean. Because when I grew up, I was tall and thin like a string
Bean. Okay. If you could have a free service, would it be a free business analyst or a free business plan creator?
Oh, free business plan creator, because I don't like that.
I feel
don't
you.
like that.
I feel you. If your life was a movie, what would it be called?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. It's got to be something crazy.
It's got to be something crazy.
Something crazy.
I think that's the
it.
title.
There you
It's
go.
got to be something
Gotta be
crazy.
something crazy. Yeah.
What is the best way to keep an employee? Acknowledging their contributions or paying them what they believe they're worth?
Acknowledging their contributions.
I agree. What is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Starting this business.
I feel you on that too. If you could time travel, would you go back in time or go to the future?
I would go back in time.
What is the last show that you binged watched?
Love on the Spectrum.
Got you. I remember that from last time.
There you go.
What habit are you the most proudest that you broke?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't know. I still procrastinate.
So you didn't break that, okay?
Didn't break
so
that
can't
habit.
be talking about that one.
I didn't. I don't know. I don't like washing dishes. Let me see.
So I don't know if there's an answer to that one from Chef Chef. No. Okay. So that concludes.
That's doing all my bad habits.
That concludes our interview. Before we get out of here, please, one more time, and I would like for both of you to do this. You for Dare to Hire Different, and then you for the Sweet Spot and Urban Lounge. Tell everybody how they can get in contact with you, phone number, email, whatever the case may be, even with your DJing services.
Okay. Well, with my DJing service, Dabs Productions, you can catch me at dj-dabs.com or dabsproductions.com. So you can get me on any one of those. Phone number is 904-206-8408. Same thing with have all Instagram, Facebook pages, and Dare to Hire Difference website is www.darettohire Dare the number 2hire.org. We got Instagram, Facebook, all Dare to Hire. It's Dare to Hire, at Dare to Hire. So
Perfect.
don't
Thank
forget
you.
the number 2.
Look, he looked at you like, you gonna say something? You like, this you, bruh.
And we are the Sweet Spot and Urban Lounge on Facebook, Sweet Spot Urban on Instagram and Twitter. I don't Twitter, so we're there though.
You don't tweet.
I don't tweet. Oh, I'm tweeting. Okay, I'm not tweeting. And then we are at 157 East 8th Street, Suite 118. We're here Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 5. And check our Facebook in case we're closed, the way to pop up like we are this Saturday. And our phone number 904-206-8762. And email sweetspoturban@aol.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much for plugging yourselves and your businesses in. Before we get out of here, let's just mention our sponsors one more time. We have the Blue Skies Foundation, TK Overby Business Consulting, Cupcake Connections, and Majestic Event Complex. So I have a question. Do you have a business that you would like to be on the show to talk about? Would you like to be a sponsor of the show? Would you like to book the architect to come to your event and be a speaker or MC it? If the answer to that question was yes, please do give us a call. The number is 904-701-8774. The email address is myb, standing for Mind Your Business, myb.architect@gmail.com. We would love to connect with you and your followers and your audience. She's trying to tempt me because look, when you picked it up and started eating, I did look over there. You just made me break character. I said don't do it. Just so if you do want me to come somewhere, you want to get in contact, myb.architect@gmail.com. We will be airing every week, either on a Wednesday or a Thursday, for the duration of the year. Once January comes in, we will be going to Wednesdays only. So please set your notifications so that you do not miss our show. Every show starts at 7:00, and we try not to let it last or go on longer than just 1 hour. See you all next week, where we will feature our very own, the Cupcake Lady herself, Miss Ladrika Atwater from Cupcake Connection Bakery and Decor, and also the owner of Majestic Event Complex. We would like to remind you that we are the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show, where we make it our business to celebrate your business. Good night. See you all next week. And before we go, just one reminder, mind your business.